Hello guys, welcome once again. From this video I will be starting a new video series on C Sharp. In the first video itself I will show you how to connect your C Sharp application with MySQL database. So in this video I will show you how to create a new project and how to connect it with MySQL database. But I want to make sure and I want to tell you that this video series is not just about connecting it with MySQL database or database. In the later videos I will also show you how to use the other component like text boxes and tables, JList, list box, and other things like sending mails and other interesting stuff which are not related to database also. But I want to build a application step by step. In the first step I want to make a login page uh, for my application, and then I want to create more stuff in my application. So see the videos step by step and you will understand what I'm talking about, and gradually you will see a fully functioning app in front of you. So first of all, if you don't have a Visual Studio, you can download it for free from the Visual Studio website. Just write Visual Studio download and you will go to the Visual Studio Express edition, and you can download the Visual Studio C Sharp Express edition from Microsoft website. So if you don't have Visual Studio, you can download it for free for trial version from their website. Okay, so I'm not showing how to download it, it's simple. Now in order to connect your Visual C Sharp application with MySQL, you need to know something about MySQL. So I have also provided tutorials on MySQL which you can find on my channel Programming Knowledge, and just go scroll below and you can see MySQL tutorial for beginners. So click on that and just first 2 or 3 videos, if you see, you know what I'm talking about. And in the first video, when you are downloading the MySQL, make sure these all options are checked. So the Visual Studio tool for Office and Microsoft.NET frameworks, basically whatever related to Microsoft must be checked when you are installing your MySQL workbench. Okay, so in this way it will automatically add a resource in your Visual Studio which you can use later. So when you are downloading MySQL, just make sure this is checked. Now creating a new app with your C Sharp application, just open your Visual Studio and create a new project. Click Visual C++, and we are going to make a Windows Form application which is a GUI application, and I will name it as first C Sharp app, for example, and choose the directory wherever you want to save your application and click OK. and it will create a project for you. So first of all, take a button from here, and if you have installed your MySQL correctly, now I will show you how to connect MySQL with your C# application. So when I click this button, I want my connection to be established with MySQL. Okay, so when you create your project, go to your solution for your project and click your project from here. In my case, first C# app, and I will right click it, and I will go to the references here, and I will right click this reference, and I will click add references. Okay, this will open a add reference window in your application. Go to .NET and scroll below till you find let me search for it. Yes, this one, mysql.data plugin. This will add a mysql.data.dll in your project, which will help us to connect with your C# application. Just select it and click OK, and it will add a new resource called mysql.data in your resources in your project. Now we are ready to write the code. So just I will change the text of my button, and I will call it connect my SQL, for example. So I created a button, and I will just, when I click this button, my SQL database should be connected with my C#. Now just double click this connect button, and you will go to the event of this button. But before writing the event for this button or the code for the connection with MySQL, we need to include some resources here. So just go at the top where you're using system dot whatever is there, and in here we need to add one more resource, which is this one, add using mysql.data.mysql client. Okay, this is necessary for the connection. So go at the top and just add this, and once again I will go to the form and I will just double click this. So now in this I will write the code for the connection. Okay, so this is the code for the connection with your MySQL. So in your button event, just make a try catch block first. So if you have some exception, it will catch and show you the error. And then first thing you need to do is you need to declare a string and name it according to yourself. In my case, MySQL string MySQL is equal to, you need to define your connections. So write data source is equal to localhost. So whenever you have installed MySQL in your system, you will see just launch your MySQL workbench if you followed my video, and just click this database and click query database, and in here you can see all properties of your connections. So your host name is 127.0.0.1, which is a local host. So MySQL is connected to my local host. The port is 3306 for my connection, and my username is root, and my password is also root in my case. So whatever you have defined your username and password, just remember that username and password, and remember these host name and port name. So in your code you will write data source is equal to localhost, because this is connected to my local host. You can write this IP address also, which is a local host, and if it's your MySQL is connected to some other server, just add the IP address of that. Okay, and write it here. So data source is equal to localhost, then write this semicolon, port is equal to 3306, which is I have shown in the MySQL, and semicolon, username is equal to root and password is equal to root. So just replace this username and password with your username and password. Now in the second line write MySQL connection, give a variable name, in my case MySQL is equal to new MySQL connection, and pass this connection string variable here. Okay, in the next line write MySQL adopter, the variable name is MySQL adopter is equal to new MySQL adopter, write this, and then just copy this adopter and paste it here. Dot select command is equal to new MySQL command, and in the bracket just pass the query for your database. So I will pass a simple query with my database. So what I have done is I have made a database called database, and I have a table in here called edata. Okay, and I have some employee ID, name, surname, age, username, password, some data here. If you followed my MySQL beginners video, I have shown you how to make this. And so my database name is database and my table name is edata. I'll go to my code once again, and I will select I will pass a query, select star from database name dot your table name, which I have shown you, and then semicolon, and in this all in double quotes, comma mycon, which is this variable name I will pass here. Then I will write MySQL command builder, variable name is cb is equal to new MySQL command builder, and I will pass this MySQL adopter in the brackets here, and then write mycon dot open, which is this variable dot open, bracket and bracket closed, and after that you don't need that, so I will delete this. Then write message box dot show, and this will show the message if you are connected with the database. So if you're connected with the database, it will show connected message, and then you just close your connection. So write mycon dot close, and in the catch block write catch exception ex, and in the bracket pass the message. If there is some error, then we will pass message.show exception dot message. So this is the code for the connection with your database. Just if you want, you can pause the video and copy this code. Okay, just make sure you change this according to your setting and ports and username and password, and you pass a correct query in the database. So just copy this, and when we run our code, it will present me a form, and when I click this connect MySQL, it's connected. It will show me connected message. That means I am connected to the database. If I pass a wrong port number or username and password, let's see what happens if I change the port number, which is not the actual port number here, 3306. If I pass a wrong connection, what happens then? So I just delete 0 from here, and when I run the program and when I click connect MySQL, and it will take some time, and it will show unable to connect to any of the specified MySQL host. So it will throw us the exception to us. So that's why I have taken try catch block to catch any error if present. So that's the use of the try catch block. So just once again change your settings. So this is the code for connecting the MySQL with your C# application. In the coming video, I will show you many things about C# which are not related to database also. In the few videos I will go with the database, and then other videos I will show you how to use other tools with your C# application. So stay tuned and please rate, comment and subscribe, and bye for now.